All right, man. Welcome back. We got the Utah Jazz series. Finished off the regular season in episode one. Obviously there wasn't too much to do. Major thing we did, which we need to check out, is we traded Lowry Markkinen to the Pistons. They ended up being the 2 seed. Cade won MVP actually. 28, 6, and 9 on 50-40 splits. Larry Markkinen 23 and 6. He basically in February he averaged 16, but then 20 in March, 24 in April. So it wasn't the perfect end to his year. 46%, 40% from three. It just wasn't maybe as much as it was obviously up here. Um, but he still had a good year. He will still be a big part for them. Duren is out currently. Asar is out currently, so they might struggle in this first round depending on who they see. But nonetheless, we got the Nuggets and the Clippers actually get up to the play-in, so they save the NBA from the Thunder getting that pick easy peasy. Dallas and the Lakers, and then we've got Boston and Chicago, and then Toronto and Milwaukee. So let's honestly just sim through it. So in this first game, Chicago won, and then Milwaukee lost, and then the next game, Boston won. So they will play the Knicks again, and the Bulls will be playing the Pistons. And over here, the Clippers won the first game, so they will be in the playoffs as a 7 seed. And the Nuggets lost. Dallas beat the Lakers, and then the Nuggets lost altogether. So Denver is not even in the playoffs. The standings as a whole, if you would like to see. So no Nuggets. We saw Suns were in there, Rockets were in there. No Grizzlies, no Portland, no Lakers, no Pelicans, no Kings, no Jazz. It's good for us. We're gonna have the best odds because out east, no Wizards, Pacers, Hornets, Nets, Sixers, Bucks, and Raptors. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get through this first round where, Miami beat. No, I'm sorry. Cleveland beat Miami, and then the Clippers swept OKC. They swept OKC. Um, was OKC hurt by any chance? Because that's ridiculous. No. Nope. Well, not in their big three at least. So we will have a. If the Warriors get eliminated, we have a new champion. Oh my god. Clippers. So let's look at Magic Pistons first. So Pistons are up. Asar and Duren is back. Okay. The Magic are healthy, but the Pistons are already up 3-1. And then the Knicks swept the Cavs. Cavs, it's rough, man. It's rough. Whatever's happening over there. The Spurs are down currently to the Timberwolves, who stole the 1 seed, and Spurs win. Magic out. And all right, so yeah, new champion. New champion. One of the Knicks, Pistons, Timberwolves, or Clippers will be crowned champions. I am going to predict we have a Minnesota. Ooh, I'm going to say Minnesota versus Detroit. I think Detroit gets there, and I think Minnesota wins it all. Detroit wins game 1, Minnesota wins game 2. We didn't really check out what's happening over here, but they look relatively okay. Maybe no John Collins. I don't know if he typically starts for them or has been this season. The Pistons are up 3-0. They're getting their lick back. 2-2 over out west. The Knicks may be making it interesting. We got 3 threes on both sides. The Pistons starting lineup. That's the starting lineup. The Knicks maybe are hurt. Yeah, no Mikal Bridges. He tore his MCL, and maybe Deuce is playing. And then the Pistons. nothing. They got no real injuries that should affect them too much. Let's simcast and see what goes down. This team will be in the NBA Finals. After the first half, the Knicks are up 20. Wow. The Pistons blew a 3-0 lead. The Pistons blew a 3-0 lead. Brunson pulled his bicep. He might be able to play. Markkanen wasn't too great. Cade didn't shoot the ball great, but had an okay stat line, and that ends that. And over here, looks relatively healthy. Let's simcast, baby. Now, I don't want to spend too much time because we still do got an entire off season to do. Look, getting close, but they kind of pulled away in the last few minutes there, and the Timberwolves advance. Anthony Edwards, Kawhi, Harden looks like he got hurt, but we got Ant versus Cat. A matchup that I feel like we see a lot in 2K in this first year. Brunson is still playing, even though he is hurt currently. Let's see how it goes. Game 1 goes to the Timberwolves. Brunson got to get some help, though. I am not going to lie. So Deuce is playing. It doesn't look like Mikal is back yet. Game 2 goes to the Timberwolves by 2. Bones Highland legacy game. 27 points, 7 for 10 from 3. Okay, a lot of good games from a lot of different people. Brunson, okay, Clarkson helped out. 21 minutes, he had 30 points. But outside of that, they had nothing. OG was horrible. Deuce was horrible. Tyler Kolek was horrible. Josh Hart didn't score the ball very well. Even Cat was 6 for 20. Mikal Bridges is back, but is it too late? Is it too late? It might be too late. Cat has the game this time. A little more well-rounded this time. While I don't know. It just looks like they're just winning. Game 4, still everyone is going good, going smooth, and the Knicks get one. Okay. The Knicks get one. Still healthy. You never know. Someone could go down just like that. But Minnesota has won. Anthony Edwards gets his finals MVP. And we are in the offseason, guys. All right, player retirements. No to LeBron James. Chris Paul, we let go. Clay, no. No to Drew. I'm going to say no to Kelly Olynyk. He is still somewhat serviceable. Same with Al Horford. But why is Monte Morris retiring? Why is Drew Peterson retiring? Why is Malcolm Brogdon did retire? But Markelle Fultz is just done. Alec Burks, Lonnie Walker, DeLon Wright just done. Whatever, bro. It's all right. Jersey retirements, league meetings. We say no to all. And then this is where it gets important, fellas. This is where it gets important. Are we going to keep a top 3 pick? Are the Wizards going to get the first pick? Are the Pacers going to get the first pick? Hornets, Kings. I will say for the draft and for free agency, I will be taking control for the draft for the first couple picks. The top 3, I'm going to make sure goes top 3. If I get the 4th pick, there's no way in hell that one of those 3 guys should fall to 4 for me. And for free agency, it's just really making sure the top dogs that should be staying are staying. But I'm going to sit here, and I will be back when we get into the top 7 or so. All right. So the 8th pick was just announced. We're going to the 7th. The Grizzlies jump. That's not good for us. That is not good for us. The Kings. Oh my gosh. Somebody's falling. The Kings have got our top 4. I think that means the Grizzlies are also top 4. The Wizards fall to 5. Okay. That sucks for the Wizards. The Pacers, we fall to 4. What a slap in the face. What a slap in the face, bro. That we got outside the top 3 in the 3-man draft. The Grizzlies, they jump into the 3rd. The Pacers and the Kings get the 2nd pick. So that's good for the Kings at least. And then the Pacers are the team to get the number 1 pick. Wow. So where were the Grizzlies in this? Pacers. So Kings jumped a little. The Pacers had the 3rd best odds. But the Grizzlies, I don't really understand what happened here. Interesting. So we fall from the best odds to 4. Okay. Basically, who was it? Oh god, it was Kings, Grizzlies, Pacers. All right, so Grizzlies, Kings, Pacers. I'm taking control of, so I can do the draft for them. So what it's Pacers, Kings, Grizzlies, Pacers. So that, I mean, the Pacers have Halliburton coming back, and he is under contract. They probably take AJ, right? They take AJ because in my mind, AJ or Peterson goes 1 and 2. I think the Grizzlies are getting Cam Boozer at 3. So I think AJ Pacers, Darren Kings, Grizzlies, Boozer, right? Because it's such an odd position because the Pacers were just obviously a game away from winning the NBA Finals not even 2 years ago, but they don't need the guard. They need the wing more than, right? Like, especially seeing what they do with Benedict Mathurin, right? They need a center, but I don't think they're not trading this for a center. So I'm not doing trades. They take AJ, who seems like he's supposed to go 3, but because there's no chance for him to ever play. So I'm going AJ for the Pacers. I'm going Darren for the Kings. And the Grizzlies take Boozer. Okay? So there's no world where one of those 3 ever should fall to us at 4. And now it's time for us. So they think we should take like Mikal Brown. Now, I would like to stay away from the guard because can I actually see? So this is the only thing that we have. God, we traded for another for okay. All right. Maybe we trade like the Pistons pick that we got in the Markkanen trade. Maybe we trade that at some point. I don't know. Let's figure out. So this is our only pick in the draft. Let's figure out what we want to do. So Caleb Wilson is automatically a guy that catches my mind or catches my eye, whatever. He basketball IQ, that's fine to me. Basketball IQ as a rookie is something that you can figure out at some point. So he is not really a 3-point shooter. He can hit the mid-range a little. He's a good athlete. Defensively, he's got good hands. It's not defensive, but like offensive consistency, we'll need to get there. Defense isn't perfect. It's not amazing, but it's not perfect. Steal is good. Block at some point seems like it can be good. Rebound looks okay. Pass perception, defensive consistency. So that's good. Acquaintance. Got no 3, not as good of a finisher. What was the defensive stuff? 84 hands, so he's got good hands too. Defense is a little better. Steal, block is good. Rebounding, okay. Steinbeck. Poor decisions, poor vertical ability. So a power forward that can't jump, I'm not a fan of. Can't shoot that well. He's got a good close shot. Can't hit a mid-range. Hands aren't quite as good. Can't defend. Rebound is good. Potential is an A though. Sorry, what are these? So potential C plus. An A potential. B minus, but oh my god, an A potential is crazy, bro. Nate Ament is a guy that seems like one of the more valuable players here, and honestly thinking I was kind of debating between him and Caleb Wilson. I think that now that we've seen Steinbeck's potential, maybe we go for that too, but so his offense isn't horrible. Post fade, draw foul, pass accuracy is not bad. Speed with balls not bad. Pass vision isn't bad for position. Perimeter defense is average. So is interior defense. Steals above average. Block maybe not so great. So maybe he doesn't have much of a future as a 4. Rebounding isn't too hot. Wow. See, so I think I'm debating between. I mean, there's like Malik Thomas, but we don't 100% have him done. I'm debating between Nate Ament and Caleb Wilson. Now we got to think. We also have Ace Bailey. We have Keontae George. Right now we have Walker Kessler. Caleb Wilson's better right now. Nate Ament, man. You put Nate Ament. Basically, do we think that he can coexist with Ace Bailey? Because Ace Bailey is pretty much guaranteed to be our 3 for the future. I think he is 6'10". I just don't. I wish there was like a compare tab, right? Like, so in college, 18, 10, 2, a steal and a half, and 4 blocks. And UNC, one of the biggest colleges. Nate Immense, Tennessee. I mean, a pretty damn big college itself, too. 19, 6, 3, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 40%. Are we in a position to reach? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Caleb Wilson, Nate Immense. What does potential say? Potential is B- for him. Caleb Wilson is C+. I think I almost wish I had like the 5th pick and one of these guys maybe got taken before me so I didn't have to choose, because I feel like no matter who I choose, I don't know if I'm going to be happy with it. I think what is Coapete? Let me see Coapete too. Domantas Sabonis is a 6'8" power forward. Interesting. Good low post moves, consistency with floor awareness, and out of position. 15, 6, and 5. I believe people have compared him to Aaron Gordon. Like his 3-pointer could be there one day. Mitty, see, can score. He can't dunk at 6'8". He literally cannot dunk the basketball at 6'8". I think that's just too low. I can't go down there. This guy is projected to go anywhere from 7 to 18. I can't do that. I think is there anything that I want to see? Shot tendencies they're both similar shot tendencies. Got a bunch of badges. Dude, this is so hard to decide. Bobby Jones, Matisse Thybulle. He's a poor finisher. Dude, everything in me wants Nate Immense, but I feel like it's a mistake. But Caleb Wilson is a 6'9" guy who can't shoot the basketball. He cannot shoot a 3-pointer to save his life. And the defense, believe it or not, 3. I think I can go Nate Immense. I know Caleb Wilson is pretty much not guaranteed, but like he might be the 4th pick in this draft. I like what I've seen from him at a UNC. Stamina 89. Durability is good. Vertical 78. Not very strong. Durability 78. Stamina 88. Vertical. Both these guys aren't very strong. I think if I didn't have Ace Bailey, I would go Caleb Wilson. But I think I'm going Nate Immense. Nate Immense, 6'10" out of Tennessee. Caleb Wilson, I like that for the Wizards. The Hornets take Quaintance, okay. So he can be the Miles Bridges replacement. Unclear if he will sign a new contract, like I said. The Hawks take Mikel Brown. That's pretty good since they traded Trae Young. The Blazers take Kingston Fleming. Okay, another guard. The Rockets take Malik Thomas, a position of need. The Thunder take LeBaron Philon. So sorry if I mispronounced that. The Bucks take a cuff. I've seen this name a lot as well. I'm going to be doing draft work and videos relatively soon. Nongba goes to the Raptors. That's pretty good. 5-star All-American. The Lakers take this is a name I don't know. He is a point guard though, so not sure. The Kings. Oh my god. Damn it. This is the one thing that sucks about having control of this. But I had trade approval on anyway, so I guess this isn't as big of a thing as you would think. If the Nuggets are saying they just missed the playoffs and they want to trade to I think I let them, right? Maybe the Nuggets might not, although the Nuggets are offering this to us. So the Nuggets they don't see anything that they want. I will let them do this. I don't. What the hell? I just tried to accept it and it told me they wouldn't accept it. I will do that trade for them so they can get this guy. I don't know why they would offer it to me if they couldn't do it, but I'll be back in a second. I think it was Cam Johnson that was in this. I think this is what it was. They want DeRozan. They're done with Cam Johnson. Or was Cam in it? I don't know because I can't. There's none of these guys. I don't remember any of these guys being in the trade. Was it McConnell? No. Was it Brown? They're not giving up Christian Brown. But also, why do they want DeRozan? That's my thing. And honestly, that might not have been the person that the Kings would have picked. So I'm sorry, Kings fans. I guess I did you guys dirty. Damn it. Although I didn't have a pick, so I can sim to the end. So DeBonsa Pacers, we might have reached, Caleb Wilson, Quayens. Maybe we should have picked. Maybe that's just my lack of knowledge on the draft. Maybe I just really believe in Nate Ament, that just pisses me off. But maybe I can make that trade in the actual off season. Let me get rid of team selection for now. Rookie signing, we sign our guy Nate Ament, of course. Player options. We don't care about Svi Mykhailiuk, not really. These guys all can come back, of course. Qualifyings. Yeah, I don't really care. We offer to Walker Kessler, though. So we need to make sure the Lakers retain both of these guys. We need to make sure the Clippers get Harden back. This is so hard. I don't know what to do. Do I make the Wizards retain him? I think I do. Durant has to go back to the Pistons. Porzingis up in the air. We got to get back Walker Kessler, which we will. But Porter, McCollum, Mark Williams probably is going to go back. But other than that, I think everything else is up in the air. So I need the Lakers. I need the Clippers. I'm gonna do the Wizards and the Pistons. So Lakers, Clippers, Wizards, Pistons. Lakers, Clippers, Wizards, Pistons. Clippers, Lakers, Wizards, Pistons. I'm gonna try this from this standpoint. Well, wait, who offered it? So the Nuggets offered it to me, so I have to do it from the Nuggets perspective. So let's try and see if we can do that. If not, then we can't. If we can't, we can't. But let's get Stein. Okay, no. So we can't do it. Whatever. Lakers re-sign LeBron and they re-sign Reeves. That's such kind of like a steal, but I'm going to say 30. Hopefully that doesn't mess them up. The Clippers need to get Harden back. I'm going to say they give him the player for the 2+1. What else do we have? The Wizards. This is hard. I think I'm going to do like a player option, like 2+1 for Trae Young, because I don't know if they're going to commit the whole time. So I'm gonna just say that, and then what else? The Pistons for Duren. He is restricted. I think that's what they do. Okay, so now let me do the us. Tobias Harris looks like he's getting a couple offers, so it's fine with us. Walker Kessler is restricted. He's restricted. We need some center play. This is going to be a long video, isn't it? Yep. Let me do that. Hopefully it kept what I did. Oh my God. Please tell me it kept it. Okay. It did. Jesus Christ, LeBron, please don't go to Chicago. Please don't go to Chicago. We need a center. We do have money. Although we did re-sign Nurkic as well, but we honestly don't really care about Nurkic. Maybe we go. We might go DeAndre Ayton for a 1+1. It's kind of a lot of money. He's restricted, so he's not going to really be able to go anywhere without us saying so. So we're probably going to look at Boom Boom. Sensabaug's going to play probably. I think. Or we will probably make Nate Ament the 4. So we need a 2. Maybe someone that can play a little defense here and there. Maybe we go like Chris Dunn. He comes back. Maybe we go. Maybe we go like Keon Ellis. I don't mind a Keon Ellis. I think he gets more money than that. Let's give him 7 for 2 years, or 5.5 for 2 years. Okay. Boom, boom. Don't renounce the rights to any of these. Renounce George Niang. Yeah, renounce that. No, LeBron. It's not going to matter. It's his last year. The Lakers aren't winning shit. They get Reeves. That's kind of the more important part. Anyways. Pistons, yes. Jazz. Pacers, Jazz. Okay. All right. Let's do that. And let's get like John Collins come back. Like a Justin Champagnie. Didn't shoot great, actually. Dominic Barlow's really like a 77. I kind of want to have someone with a little age come here. Dean Wade come and hoop a little. Although we have Kyle Anderson too. So maybe we don't actually. All right, please. He stayed in the Bulls. All right. Whatever, LeBron. Stay in the Bulls. Stay for the Bulls. He went back to the Hawks for not a horrible money. I think it's still a little much, but not horrible. The Grizzlies get Vucevic, which isn't bad. Cam Thomas does stay with the Nets. KPJ goes to the Suns. CJ goes back to Washington. So the Hawks just traded Trae Young for Corey Kispert. Okay. Who's trying to offer our guy? Mavs? We probably should just offer him money. He was about to have a really good year, but sadly he couldn't have that year. So I think we give him 20 mil straight to start. Now he's got 13 offers. They're all terrible, but he's trying like not to come back. But none of his offers he wants to go for. So there you go. He's signed. We've got 3 centers, 2 fours, 4 small forwards, 2 shooting guards, 3 point guards, which means we could sign 1 more player. And we want that player to be Dennis Jenkins. 2 year, 3. Let's go 3 years. Make it a little sweeter for him. Steal him from there. Okay. Player progression. Keontae doesn't jump, which kind of sucks. Kessler does. Ace Bailey does. I realize I didn't really show you guys rookie year stats as much as I maybe should have. Obviously, Walker Kessler only played a few games. Keontae George this is really kind of his team for now. Him and Ace. Ayton will not start. Maybe again we have the Walker Kessler trade at some point. Clayton jumps 4 to where now he's the same overall as Collier, which puts us in an uncomfortable position. Filipowski jumps 3, Sensabaugh up 2, Nurkic is down 2, Taylor Hendricks up 3, Cody Williams up 4. Wow. So many wings we have, but okay. I've never really paid attention to this. So these guys are all going to play. Who else? Like Josh Minot come here. Let's get why can some of these guys still play? So that's kind of weird to me. Like, why can Bruce Brown still play? Bruce Brown has gotten real like contracts in the NBA. Lonzo shouldn't be able to play, and like Tyrese Martin, I'd be cool with. Like Luke Kennard, Javon Carter, PJ Hall, some guys that maybe should deserve a chance. Jaden Springer, Jalen Ojafino, Jalen Wilson. We need probably another big in there. So we got Tony Bradley and Kessler Edwards. I think we're good, though. Do we play? No, sir. Simulate with Simcast. Let's see how Summer League goes for our guys. We are destroying Cleveland. That's fun. Ace Bailey put up 17. Wow. That's a lot. Can I just sim through everything? Let me just sim, please. Simulate everything. We are the 1 seed. Wow. We're the 1 seed. Okay. Let's just sim through this. So we play the Spurs. Do it. Dylan Harper, Carter Bryant. They got Koa Pete. Oh, man. Walter Clayton, Martin. It's not bad, honestly. Wait, can I do... Oh, my God. I can do game plans and stuff. Whoa. We want to... Man, we're trying to win. We're trying to win over here. I ain't gonna lie, though. My dog... My guy Nathan Mick gotta play. He's the guy we're kind of investing in. He's got to play. He's definitely got to play a little bit more than Josh Minott does. And Jaden Springer. Sim through game. We lost. All right, that was horrible. Get through this. Kings won. Good for them. They got the maybe best rookie. FIBA friendly. I've never really looked at some of this stuff. Where's All Star next year? Atlanta. We auto generate this for now. Del Floyd. Ooh, big point guard. Big point guard at the top of this draft, it looks like. All right, that's cool, though. That is very cool. So that is kind of, yes, LeBron, you can retire. You went to Chicago for whatever weird reason. Let's see what we got. I wouldn't be upset. Wow, they got a lot of people in here. Wow. So what is our guy? Native Man probably falls, right? So all right. So maybe we don't make him that. Ace Bailey kind of falls too, but we will say untouchables. Let's add Native Men to that list. Walker Kessler. We can't do this stuff yet. Why? Boom. Maybe we can get some for Keon Ellis. Maybe we get something for some of these guys. I doubt it. We'll update that at some point. But all right, I think this is what I'm about to roll with. So Keontae George, Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis is probably not making it through this year. I'm not gonna lie. Ace Bailey, Nate Ament, Walker Kessler, who I didn't do minutes for the starters. I just kind of put these in here. Cody Williams. It's just so little opportunity. So guys like Taylor Hendricks just aren't playing right now. Dennis Jenkins just not playing. Bryce Sensabaugh not playing. There's so much happening over here to the point where we're going to really need to start to figure out who's who and who's who. Like we need to figure it out at some point. I'll probably do this stuff off camera, but that's our team. We, obviously Nate Ament was our 4th overall pick. We reached maybe just a tad, but I think with the way that this team could be going, I think you put him in the front court with next to Ace Bailey, and if Walker Kessler is here to stay, if he's not, I think he'll fit right. He'll fit nicely in between as a guy who can stretch the floor a little bit. He can defend. He should fit next to any center. Caleb Wilson, I wasn't sure because I didn't want to, maybe we trade Walker Kessler and we get some center that can't shoot. And then we got Caleb Wilson who can't shoot the ball, center who can't shoot the ball. I didn't want to limit us too much. I was thinking a little more into our future for that. But, and then we, some signings like DeAndre Ayton. We brought back Walker Kessler. We brought in Dennis Jenkins, who we stole from the Pistons, who is not starting the year playing, I don't think. Again, we kind of are struggling between him and Keon Ellis minutes. But yeah, we brought in Keon Ellis, of course, too. And then Kyle Anderson just living down there. Just living. We got a couple vets here and there, but we're still pretty young. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We'll be back for episode 3 next time. And that's all from me.